a very simple question I have for each one of you. How do you feel when you have to go extempore? I mean, you have to speak something instantly without any preparation. Anyone? Anyone can express your feeling? Yeah.
I feel very nervous and sometimes I do panic and not
Okay.
able to say anything. I go blank.
Okay. Next.
I
Hanji
would
member.
have, I would have butterflies in my tummy. Why just impromptu? That fear of wanting to do your best, and just being all out there, and that pressure is so much. And often after finishing what you have to do, and then you're thinking, "Oh my God, I wish I would have done this. I had done that." So that's how it is.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So, okay, yeah, sure, sir.
So,
Please. Go ahead.
Madam and Archita madam and Smita madam has spoken that nervousness and fear actually. What I lack is the confidence because I have not relevant data. Then I feel less confident when somebody call me and say to speak on something actually. But initially that was the issue. Now I'm reading the books and collecting knowledge, getting the knowledge. So that's why whenever somebody asks me to speak, the confidence level is just increasing day by day. And just so that's why I've joined this club also. So that's why they can help you. All can jointly help us each other to make us more confident and more strong on that point, right?
Thank you so much for your responses. I have one another question. See, even I have all those feelings while going impromptu, but after delivering any table topic speech or any impromptu speech, I have a feeling of uneasiness throughout the day. So, how many of you have felt that too in your life ever? Like what I have spoken. See, after delivering the speech, we just keep thinking what are the things we just spoke. So this is something which I think haunts me whenever I just speak during table topics or sometimes at any occasion. So to overcome those feelings, today's workshop is going to help us a lot. In fact, it will help us to overcome that fear. So without any delay, let's know what are our mission and okay, just a moment till the time I will be sharing my
And then please call the presiding officer. Archita has something more to discuss and tell.
Yes, of course, yes, ma'am. So now I hope my PPT is visible, right? My PPT is not visible.
Not yet, Toastmaster Suraj.
I have done that. Okay, so PPT. Okay, so just let me read out all those missions and I think without showing the PPT on the screen itself, right? So begin with a quote. The very best impromptu speeches are the ones written well in advance. A well said quote by Ruth Gordon. And obviously, today's session will also help us how to work upon that. Now, basically, today I will be telling you our mission and guidelines for the mission. And our mission of the meeting is to provide a conducive, supportive, and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Shifting our focus on general directions for online sessions. Ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All speakers and obviously role takers are requested to add the name of their role next to their name. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participant tab to rename yourself. No, when your camera is on, and avoid doing any activity that may distract the speaker. Now, our guidelines for the online sessions. Please mute your microphone except when it's your turn to speak to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Please unmute your microphone and start your video when the Toastmaster of the day or the table topics master asks you to do so. Let the host and co-host handle all the controls. Now, Sergeant at Arms guidelines. Refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering a speech, evaluation, or report. Avoid any conversations in chat publicly when someone is speaking, as it may distract the speaker. Please raise your hand to volunteer during table topics session to speak. Look out for the green, yellow, and red colored cards on the screen. They will be displayed by the timer at the appropriate times. At the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the polls on the screen. Now, I have the honor to request someone on the stage who has done her graduation, BBA, currently pursuing masters in economics, and she has served at TMCL as a secretary, vice president membership, and currently she is serving as VP Ed, vice president education. Apart from that, she loves dancing, cooking, playing with siblings, and connecting with so many people, as she is already doing this job here at TMCL, as she is a very, very dutiful Toastmaster and our beloved ones. So now I request each and everyone to unmute yourself and welcome Toastmaster Archita with a huge thunderous round of applause. Toastmaster Archita, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. And it is such a joy and privilege to see all of you here today. Whether you are a long-standing member or the first-time guest of our club, I want to extend my warmest welcome to each one of you to the 166th meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. So, in Toastmasters, we're not just a club, we are a family that we all supports, learns, and grow together step by step. So, before I begin with anything, I would like to welcome all the guests over here, and I request all the guests to please come and give a small introduction and tell us how you get to know about our club and what do you expect from us. So, first of all, I request guest Shivani. Are you here? Am I audible to you? Hello? Okay.
Hello, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes, you're audible. You're a guest or a Toastmaster?
I am a Toastmaster. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So,
Hi.
this is Shivani. I'm from Invictus Toastmasters from Delhi. And
Okay.
I have joined here to learn some things about the table topics, of course. So, looking forward to the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, and please stay with us till the end of the session. We are going to have a small practical session also. Now I request Guest Noor. You are with us after so long, and it's so good to see you here.
Thank you, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. Very good evening to you all. So my name is Noor Mohammed, and I'm here to support my dear kindred spirit, Toastmaster Smita. So I'm looking forward for this session. Wonderful session. I
Thank you.
believe everyone will benefit from it. Back
Yeah.
to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noor, for joining us. Uh, Now I'd like to call Toastmaster Afaq Khan. I think you're a Toastmaster.
Yes, I am presiding officer. I'm Toastmaster Rafa Khan, a past president of Deshpande Education Trust Toastmasters Club, Hubli District 92. I have
Okay.
been fond of the facilitator today, Toastmaster Smita. I have heard her in many keynote speeches outside Toastmasters as well. So today she's speaking about table topics. Then I thought, let me not leave it. I might not be able to on my video because I'm traveling. So I just let me listen today what she has to say. Thank you.
No problem, Toastmaster Apag. It's so good that you joined us, and please stay with us to the end of the session. Uh, I request our guest Bala. You are a recurring guest here, so please tell us about yourself a little.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archita. I have been attending this club's meeting many times. I think I forgot the count, to be honest, how many times I've attended. But definitely, few people like you and Shubham. Definitely, I remember the names, and I know that you're from this club. Today, as usual, I look forward to a great meeting. There has been a complaint about me that I come in only during the table topic session, give table topics and run away. That's the complaint about me. Some kind of clubs have actually banned me now, to be honest. They are not allowing me inside during the meetings. But yes, I definitely love to participate in table topics and learn more from table topics. I look forward to a great learning session today. And if possible, I would definitely like to give a table topic as well. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala, for joining us. You don't just participate, you most of the time win the table topic session whenever the voting happens. So, most welcome, all the guests. I think I've covered every guest here. So, after this, I have some exciting news as well to share. As many of you know, that in the coming weeks we will be hosting our club contest, and this contest will be mainly based on the table topics and evaluations. So today we have a table topic workshop, and I think most probably on the next week we will have an evaluation workshop as well. And we are having these workshops in the preparation for that contest. So this was the small announcement. After that, we also have a pleasure to welcome our two new members to our family, Toastmaster Deepak Negi and Toastmaster Richa Chauhan now, who joined us just this week. And I request all of you to please give them a big, huge round of applause and make them feel at home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Toastmaster Negi, I want to talk to you first. Okay.
Yeah.
Please tell us how do you feel after joining this club and what do you expect from us?
As I previously said, I'm looking for a club where I can join and enhance my public speaking abilities. I want to enhance my leadership skills, although in my professional work also. So these two things which we have taken in mind and joined this club, and so I'm feeling excited to go along with this club. Well, right.
Thank you so much, Deepak Negi, for joining us. And
Thank you.
stay with us and let's see what happens today. And now, Risha, how do you feel now, like after getting the
I'm
notification?
feeling I'm feeling good, but I'm very nervous. Right now, I don't know how to speak, what to speak. Actually, this is the problem with me. Actually, I can't speak in publicly.
That is why we all are here and you are here. And definitely, you'll get a lot of support and you will improve. You can see your improvement in coming 1 2 months, I feel. Then keep coming to the meetings and do take the roles as well. Now, let's move forward with our like today's session. And to guide us, like I encourage all of you first of all to stay with us throughout this whole session because this is gonna really important. And at the end of the session, we will be having a small topic session too. I've already announced where you will get a taste of how to speak in contests too. And to guide us through today's educational session, we have someone truly exceptional. She's not only an amazing Toastmaster, but also the table topic champion of Division F. She proudly represented our division F at the district level in 2022 and 23, and her experience and wisdom are invaluable. I'm sure we all are going to learn so much from her. So, without further ado, let us put our hands together and welcome the incredible Toastmaster Smita Kotkar on the stage with a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Archita. I mean, I'm blown over, more than blown over. I'm in awe and I'm so humbled. Thank you so much for so much of love and affection. And thank you so much, my dear mentor, and a lot of guests who have coming for this special session. Today, we are meeting here to discuss the one and only section of Toastmasters meeting, which for some is super exciting, is so amazing. Yes, something that they love to do. And for some, it is a place to actually go video off, to hide behind the screen, to not talk to anyone, and to actually not respond to any hellos. So this is what this section of impromptu speaking or table topics is all about. Well, I have prepared a PPT also to share with all of you, because there are so many things I want to speak about it and I may not remember. But to begin with, let's quickly do a session where let's conduct it in a manner where we are comfortably speaking to each other. The competitions are coming, the contests are coming, and we have a lot of new Toastmasters, a lot of old Toastmasters. We would love to learn from the old and would love to learn from the new as well. Right? So to begin with, what do you think is table topics all about? What is the agenda of table topics? Why is this section there in a Toastmasters meeting in the first place? So first, let me begin with some new Toastmasters. Toastmaster Akshat, Toastmaster Suraj. Anyone? Toastmaster Akshat, would you like to share your views on this? Why do we have this section in Toastmasters meetings in the first place?
I think table topics expose you to impromptu situations, and basically in our day-to-day life, we won't always have this opportunity to prepare in advance and to speak about some topic that we have already thought about earlier. So in that sense, it's an opportunity to basically let your thoughts flow and to be able to think in the moment.
Very
So,
right.
so in that sense, it's an extremely important thing. And in our day-to-day lives, as well as in our professional lives, we would always be exposed to situations, maybe in the capacity of a manager or a professional, to be able to speak our minds. And that's where table topics are helpful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat, for telling me that. Anybody else?
Yes.
Yes, Toastmaster Suraj.
So here I will give you just a very technical idea that when we think, the rate of words in our thought process is around 400 words per minute. But when it comes to bringing those words out of our mouth, speed gets half. And I think that is something that gaps can be bridged by practicing table topics speeches. Apart from that, we have two situations in table topic session, whether we have blank mind or we have lots of things. So when we have blank mind, how we can create new ideas, new words, new thoughts, and bring it and put across to the audiences. Second, if we have lots of thoughts, so how we can bring out those thoughts in a very, very constructive way, right?
Wonderful.
So that's something which we can learn, and I think that's why table topic session holds important.
Very true. Very true. I agree with both of you. So now let me also hear the views of somebody who's been here, who's been there, done that. And one of our um, uh, almost, I mean, let's say when he comes, he wins all the meetings. Toastmaster Bala. Toastmaster Bala, you just said people often complain that you only come for table topics. Why table topics? What makes you love this section so much that you generally are present during this time?
Thank you for giving me that opportunity, Toastmaster Smita. For me, my journey in Toastmasters started with table topics. I don't know, you can cut me if I'm going too long, but I went into the first Toastmaster meeting as a guest. I was hiding. Someone just called me. You want to take a table topics? I said, what is table topics? And he gave me a topic. I just spoke. Somehow I got hooked to it. That was my first experience. Now, why table topics? In Toastmasters, I believe table topics has two main intentions. One, to bring up that impromptu thinking, that kind of thinking on the feet. And also, there can be a person who is giving a speech, who can be an evaluator, who can be a general evaluator, but there can be people in the meeting who do not get to speak. Why not give them that
Wonderful.
2 minutes? Why
Great.
not give them that 2 minutes to speak? That's what I will say. Thank you.
Thank
And
you so
back to
much. So don't switch off your camera just for a minute. And if you also, Toastmaster Bala answered this question of mine in a way he would be attempting a table topic, right? When you saw he was talking, he was not just talking through his mouth. There was more to it that was talking. Did you all see? Did you all notice? He had his hands in place. He had his voice modulation. He had that expression of love, of enthusiasm, and everything coming out and pouring out. So that people who are sitting, kilometers and I don't know how many thousands of kilometers away, also, you get that feeling of wowness and you connect with him, right? So though I mean he spoke what I had it in my last slide, but I think I must say that right now as speakers, and I heard it from in one of the YouTube videos, and I firmly agree to it also, of Ian, what's his name, a Toastmaster. Well, I'll get to his name because and well, and Toastmaster Ian, and he said that we are here to build a connection. Every time you're speaking, you're building a connection, and that is what you're doing in the world. We are building connection, we are building relationships, right? It is not as if we are watching a television, which is just one way. What you say, I can see people nodding. When I'm speaking, when Toastmaster Bala was speaking, I could see smiles. I could see that infectious energy going in. And that is the reason of communication. And that is the reason this table topics has been introduced. Well, prepared speeches is there and you would prepare, but suddenly come up, build a connection, build a relationship. How fascinating. And that is the essence of impromptu speech or a table topic section. To DTM Noor, would you like to add something to this? Because I'm a little scared. I don't know till when you are in the meeting.
I'm here, madam. I'll be here for throughout your session. So, what was the question which you had?
Would you like to add something to it? Why this impromptu section in a Toastmasters meeting?
Yes, for sure. We speak on several occasions, right? And sometimes we are aware of what we are speaking. Sometimes we just react to situations, right? We are here to shed that image, what you have built, right? I imagine your mind thinking that what others think about when I speak. If you let go of that image, I'm sure you would be able to perform better. And that will be the point of all this talk today, to develop strategies of how to speak, and also during the process, how to shed that in your mind. Back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, DTM. So shed that inhibition of talking without having to wonder all the time, am I making sense? Because slowly and gradually, you will reach a point where in those 2 minutes, you will find yourself making sense if you have not got habituated to just strike a conversation with somebody. Probably just catch up with somebody and say hello. So to help you do that, to shed your inhibitions and to shed this very feeling that what is going on in the other person's mind when I'm saying hello to him or I'm speaking about something, it could be weather, it could be anything. We have this section of table topics. And that is what I would love to encourage you all to do. We're here to be public speakers. We're here to shed this inhibition. This is the platform where you shed it, where you get evaluated and told better on how to better your performance, but you're not judged. And that is what table topics section is also a lot about. So I'm trying to refrain myself from sharing the PPT because then I don't get to speak to you in this manner. So what are the objectives of this section? A major part of it we've already dealt with, but I would now also like to incorporate into this workshop certain techniques, certain tools that through practice, you will be able to better those 2 minutes of stage time that you get, or those 2 minutes of special time that you get to deliver something meaningful, right? So what is table topics is something that I've already spoken about. And yes, the gentleman whom I wanted to refer to earlier is a Toastmaster in Kanlife. And I was blown over through one of the YouTube videos that in which he was speaking about the importance of table topics. So now let's come down to a lot of things that are related to fears. We spoke about shedding inhibitions. Anyone, let's hear from 2-3 people. I would like you to raise your hands and tell me, what prevents you from speaking impromptu? When you're suddenly being put on spotlight, what prevents you? What stops you from answering a question or probably taking that spotlight where you do not know what next may happen? Anybody? What are those fears that come up in your mind? Yes, Shubham, please.
Fear of
The
judgment.
collection of thoughts or the anybody wants to.
Continue, please.
So first, I was saying that
Shubham,
the collections of thoughts and the fear that whether I will be able to speak on that particular topic on that particular thing or not. So, yeah,
okay.
this all stops
So
me.
let's say you get those 2 minutes on stage and you don't make any sense. So what happens then? So you don't make any sense. What goes on in your mind? It will look bad. To whom will it look bad?
The audience.
To whom will it look? So it will look bad to the audience. So what foot and mouth disease is what was DTM Harish is saying. Okay. Right. So it's about a fear of judgment, what the other person may be thinking about you. Right. Okay. So therefore, very necessary to practice, like DTM Noor said, to shed the inhibitions. Suraj, you were about to say something. Fear of the unknown, Manvi writes. Very rest. I don't know what will come up. How will I tackle it? Yes, Suraj.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. Fear of judgment is always there.
Fear
How
of
people would react once I speak something haphazard, in a very, very haphazard way.
Yes, yes. Okay. Now, to Suraj, to Shubham. Okay. How many people are present in this meeting? 2 and 2, 4, 4 and 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 people in the meeting. Oh, participants tab is also showing, and I'm counting the number of boxes on the screen. Okay. 16 people. So you don't make any sense in front of these 16 people. Will you be meeting these 16 people again in life somewhere? Do these 16 people constitute your entire world?
No.
How many people are there in the entire world? No, I don't want you to look up ChatGPT and give me the exact number. Millions, zillions of people. So 16 people think that, oh, today you did not make any sense. So what? So what? What happens? What do I lose? Did I lose an arm? No, I don't. Oh, a finger of mine. It's still intact. Everything is intact. Right? So it's just these people. And most of these people are the ones who will send you loving message at the end of the meeting and say, don't worry, my dear Shubham, you did awesome. We were also like that. And you will, most of the people at the end of the meeting will be those who will send you such a message. So what if you don't make any sense? It's perfectly okay. Right? Okay. So moving on to the next aspect of this. So we've spoken about the challenges, right? Now let's come down straight away, dive into certain techniques. Okay. Before I do dive into techniques, a quick question. If there are certain things you want to ask or you have in your mind, I have prepared my workshop in a manner where we are going to be speaking about techniques, a lot of things that you can use, those things that you can will help you practice at impromptu speaking. Apart from that, also, if there's something that comes to your mind, I'll request you to make a note of it or put it in the chat box. If you find that I'm on that topic and I see that, I will answer it. In case you see I've not answered your question, we are here and it will be answered towards the end. All good? Can I have a thumbs up if I'm good with this? Right? So whatever comes to your mind. And to that, I am somebody who has been on the public stage for a very long time. Okay. I have been comparing on stage for the last 25 years, conducting over 40 plus events. There was a time when the first time I was thrown on stage and the 40th time I was thrown on stage, I still had those butterflies sitting in on, and those butterflies slowly started turning into an elephant. And now I know the reason why I started gaining weight, because I had to accommodate those elephants inside me. So what I'm saying is that fear does not go. It stays, right? But what is necessary is what we do with that fear. What do we do those butterflies? What do we do with those elephants in the tummy? And that is why a little preparation helps. When they say practice makes perfect, yes, practice will make progress. It will not make perfect, but it will definitely make progress. And you will be better off in your 100th table topic speech as compared to what you were in your first. Well, why wait till 100? Truthfully speaking, you will be better in your second only. Because by then you would have already known what happens in that impromptu speaking. Oh, they give you 2 minutes to speak. That's it. At the end of 1 minute, they give you one green light that says, finish it, finish it. And then at 1 minute, 30 seconds, they show you a yellow light, which means time to wind up. And I had just started my story. And the end, red light, 2 minutes, they show you a red light. And they expect you to stop. But I think I had just started introducing myself. How do I stop? With these kind people, they let me speak for 5 minutes. They don't, ask me to shut down. So that's the kind of place where you are, where from 5 minutes, you'll come down to 4 to 3. And then your VPE will get back to you. That Vice President Education will get back to you and tell you, red light means please stop. Come what may, please stop. Because other people also need a chance. Okay. So are we comfortable here? Are we comfortable with this topic of public speaking, of impromptu speaking? Great. My friend has joined in. Hello, Jayanti. Wonderful to see you here. So now let's dive on to the techniques. Okay, so I made a slide I would like to share with you all. I tried to get a lot from a lot of YouTube videos from people who have already been speaking well, winning competitions, etc., etc. And we will discuss all of it. Please allow me to just share my screen. Archita, do I have the rights to share screen? Yes, I do. Great. So one of the first techniques that today we will be speaking about is known as attempting table topics through a sequential approach. Okay, you're suddenly told to speak on your favorite fruit. And you happen to like so many fruits. There is no favorite fruit, just like me. So what do? There are a lot of ways, and we have a lot of amazing table topic speakers here. One of the techniques is to start thinking about what was there in the past. You can speak about what you like at present, and you can even speak about what you plan to do in the future, because probably something has been working, something not. So it's a good approach to do a sequential way of talking. When you suddenly do not know what to do, you can try that. You can even do it in the way of, in summer, I like this. In autumn, I like that. In winter, I like this. It is just a way for you to approach table topics, for you to approach a topic and without it giving you those jitters inside. Okay. Okay, another topic. So it's moving suddenly very quickly. I need to stop share and then probably reshare my screen. Okay. Another technique is known as, I call it the prep method. Okay. Now, what is the prep method? Let me share my screen again. A prep method, it says, when you are asked a question, you directly state your position. So you take up a point, right? You take up a point. I'll share this PPT with anybody who wants it. So don't worry. Send me your email ID or send me, drop in a message in our guest group and I'll forward this to you. So be comfortable, right? So here it says, let's say you get an topic. Do you believe in technology? Okay. Now, how do you approach this topic? There are a lot of ways. Like the first one was a past, present, future. Earlier, I used to do, this is what I had at home. At present, these are the things around me. In future, probably some story you can cook up. Or you can just start with a point. You can just state your position. You can provide a reason for your point. Then give an example and then close again with your point. It's like a very good way is, now there are so many people, and in this age of technology, a lot of distractions are around people. So it's always good to connect back to the point from where you started, to remind people of what is it that you were speaking about. So in case you say, no, I hate technology, I completely dislike it, I have no idea what Alexa may be doing behind my back, and I really wonder where all my data is going. And then let's say you have a reason for it. The other day when I was speaking to Archita and we were discussing pizzas, and you know what? Suddenly, my entire mobile, my entire thing was flooded with advertisements from Domino's, from Pizza Hut, from this place, from that place. There is definitely somebody sitting up there. There is definitely something. I know this AI, I just do not trust. You have an example, you have a reason, and you come back to the point of why you do not trust it. Right? This is, we have already spoken about. Another thing is called the contrast and comparison. Now, what is contrast and comparison? There may be times when you are given a table topic and you do not know which side to take. Okay, let's say, okay, can somebody give me an example of a table topic where you feel you do not know which side to take?
Advantages and disadvantages of social media.
Okay, let's say you yourself are a YouTuber earning so much money out of your YouTube channel and you are told the ill effects of YouTube. Now, people sitting in the room know you are a YouTuber. So suddenly, ill effects of YouTube, you do not know how to say or what to say. But you can come across and approach this topic also as that since you have been told to go in one direction, you can even speak about what is it that's so wrong that somebody, some children or people, if social media is not monitored, what can happen and how how it can be misused. At the same time, you can say, but there are also ways by which you can monetize and you will have a lot of advantages to speak about it. So there are times when you may not want to approach a topic in just yes or no. It's very easy or it's quite okay if you take both, but you must have a reason for it. And then remember at the very end, always have some message for people. Now, when we are speaking here on stage and Toastmasters is helping us speak better, we don't want people blabbering. We want people giving us some message. So those 2 minutes on stage are those 2 minutes, not just to express your excitement on stage, but also to leave people with certain things that they can think about later. Something that will give them a viewpoint to think about. So try and have a message as much as possible at the end of your stage time. Rhetorical questions. You can engage your audience by posing questions to provoke a thought. A very good idea. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Ice cream? What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Who would like, when the ice cream melts in your mouth and the taste, and you can go about the texture and you can speak a lot about it, but you can always throw it back at the audience. Any question that comes to you in those 2 minutes of speaking, you can always begin with a question and throw it down on people. Now, this is something I saw it on YouTube on one of the speakers. When I send you this PPT, I will ensure that I put his name here. In my hurry to make the presentation, I forgot to put his name here. He said he loves to have a CASA technique. And a CASA technique is begin your speech with a catchy opening. Always have a catchy opening because people are distracted. People are looking at their mobiles. People are having 10 different things on the laptop, 10 screens opened up. Have a catchy opening. And after that, whatever topic has been there, decide to go either yes or no, but always supplement it with a reason. Have a story around that. And that story should be authentic. Now, what is it? This is something I would like to stress upon. Those 2 minutes of your stage time, nobody is going to question you on the truthfulness of what you have said. Because out there, they're just seeing how and what you deliver and in what manner you deliver. But with people around you, you have already built relationships. So when you're approaching a topic, let's say there is this topic of, some disease or a time when you want to speak about cancer or something that is some bad happening there, in the family or around. If you come across a topic like that and you have not experienced it yourself, then don't cook up a story around that disaster. But if you have come across something uncomfortable in your environment or you have particularly gone through it, which may not be as disastrous as probably what that event is to somebody else. You can always say that may not probably be able to fathom the amount of discomfort XYZ had, but I know for sure that when I went through this, the amount of pain I felt, and then you go about your story, and then you tell people that probably if this is what I have felt in this much of discomfort, I fail to sometimes imagine what the pain the other person could have gone through, and then end with an action plan of how is it that you can, something that you can do to prevent a disaster or to prevent a mishappening. Some action step, leave people with some action step. But when you give a story to people, then sound authentic. For instance, let's say you were duped of money by a vegetable vendor. Now here the story that you're being asked to speak about is a situation where you were duped by a thief. You do know the feelings of being duped. You do know how it hurt you, the repercussions it had. So now you can twist the story a little, but where the authenticity of your emotions and the authenticity of what being duped like feels like is what you bring out in your story. And then whether it was a vegetable vendor or it was probably a beggar on the street, now that small things is something you can tweak about. Now, these are some of the techniques. Now, they are not the only techniques. You have n number of techniques to tell you about how to approach your table topics. But there are certain things that we have to always keep in mind. Number one, sound authentic. Number two, express your feelings. Make the most of the screen time that you have. Use those few minutes that you have on stage to develop a connection with the audience. And don't be in a hurry to utilize those 2 minutes and have 1,000 words to speak and constantly speak. Use those 2 minutes to look at the audience, their expressions, see how they are relating to you, along with having your the content. Now, when it comes to the content we have spoken about, how to fashion the content. This was basically techniques for how to fashion the content. Few very important things to include in the content is what I would like to speak to you about. We are all emotional beings. Do you agree to that? Do you agree to that, that we are all emotional beings? All of us? We love connection. We love stories. When we come on screen, when we come on stage to be a public speaker, our motto behind that stage time should be that the people who are present in the meeting room are probably people who have paid money. Let's say they have bought a 2,000 rupees ticket to come and watch you speak or to hear you speak. Now, in that little time that you are on stage, is the time for you to give them some message through your life story, through something that you have experienced, either personally or learned through some people around you, that can help make a difference in the lives of those present in the meeting room who have bought a ticket of 2,000 rupees and are present there to listen to you. They have not come to a comedy show. They have not come only for entertainment. They've also come for a message. Now to wonder and to think that what has happened in my life? My life has been so not inspiring. I haven't done anything in my life. I have not achieved in my life, not achieved anything in my life. For you to even think like this would be a dishonor that you do to your very existence. Every person who is alive has gone through experiences. It could be the love you experienced with a family that taught you how to be with another person. It could be the discomfort that you went through in the family that has shown you how not to be with another person. It can be something that you ate and you relished and you found how to be thankful to nature. It could be something that you ate and you felt sick for you to know that I need to be careful about what I put in my mouth. So anything and everything that you go through, you are going through for a reason. The only thing now is for you to start looking for what reason is for which I am going through that event. And when you catch that reason, you will have a story to tell. So to be able to bring authenticity in your conversations, in your table topics, it's a very good idea to start keeping a small diary. And now that we are part of Toastmasters, it's a good idea to keep a small diary. And then, before the end of the day, when you are just about to say goodnight and you express your gratitude to the universe and you say, thank you, God, I did this. Thank you, God, that happened. Thank you, God, I did this, that happened. For you to just recollect something important that happened with me throughout the day. What did I learn from it? Make a note of it. And when you do have some time, when you do really have some time, but if you want to be a public speaker, you will have to take out some time. Then just see if I can write a paragraph on it, on my experience and what I learned. Practice makes progress. A very dear mentor of mine always says, practice does not make perfect because perfect is equal to dead. So we are all humans who are always in a stage of progress. So write down that, just make a note of an event that occurred and make a star mark. Ensure that you add an emotion to it. That event that I went through, how did it make me feel? Because that emotion is something that will build in your story, and is what that will get conveyed. We could connect with the enthusiasm of Toastmaster Bala when he spoke about the first time he was asked to speak. I think more than the content of what all happened with him, what will stay with you is the exuberance that he showed, that amazing that smile, that glow in his eyes that was there when he was speaking. And the way he was speaking to the whole body. That will stay with you. Excuse me, my dear friend. Because what gets exchanged immediately is emotion. Why does it get exchanged? Why is it that will get conveyed? You look at the word emotion, it's E and motion. So there is motion in the word emotion, right? And that E stands for, anybody in the room? What does that E stand for?
Energy.
Yes, Toastmaster Bala, it says stands for energy. So the energy in motion got transferred, and that is what you will remember. And that is what gets conveyed. That is what builds connection. Let me just also go over a few more things in my PPT while I speak to you. Okay, now there is this question of humor. Okay. Some people are very great at humor, amazing at humor. But when you are a public speaker, please, if you can, then incorporate humor. Humor lands like nothing else, and humor is what people will remember you for. But at the same time, you are not here as a comedian. You are not here as a stand-up comic. So draw the line between a public speaking journey and being a stand-up comic. So the only difference is here the message has to land. The humor has to be in a way where the message lands. Okay, and are we good with that? Okay, great. So this was about humor. Now, what is it that you should avoid? Number one, a forced humor. Please avoid any controversial topics, anything that you know may be politically correct or incorrect. Those things you should avoid in humor. Okay. What next? Storytelling. Now, storytelling is a wonderful thing for all public speakers to incorporate. Now, what about storytelling? Who would like to tell me why storytelling? What's so special about storytelling?
It's make a connection better to the audience and make you connected. They feel, yeah, and motivate toward that after hearing that. Yes.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. If he could go through this and if he could come out with it, maybe there's a message for me that I can come out of it. At no point in time should you ever feel that there is somebody else not looking up to you. There is always somebody looking up to you, even in those few minutes that you come on stage. Maybe somebody was feeling very sad and they just loved the way you smiled and you greeted them. Maybe in those 2 minutes, the way you probably moved your hands, or the way you had a story to tell, or the way you expressed your emotions, somebody felt good. Somebody was having a bad day and they suddenly started smiling. Who knows? You are always making a difference in somebody's world. The way you get inspired by people who come on stage, the way you get inspired by somebody on the streets, or people whom you meet, you too are inspiring people. So you are living your story. And when you tell your story, you inspire people and make use of those 2 minutes. So stories with that emotional connection. Now, if you can have a fact around the story, if you start a story, then ensure that you have a beginning and you have an end. Don't leave your people hanging. Don't start a suspense series that today I've started on this suspense drama. Probably next week when we meet in a table topic section, I will then complete the story. Don't have that. Begin and ensure that you're even ending the story in those 2 minutes. So structure your story accordingly. Set the scene. It is not just the emotions, the way you set the scene. Standing on top of standing there at, with a cup of tea in my balcony the other day, as I saw the sun move up with its red glow, with that orange color through spreading across the sky, I couldn't stop but smile and just wonder how beautiful it is, and how the sun, come what may, makes it a point to wake up the next day. Set the scene. Set a scene and then build your story. Have a challenge in the story. Have something that you overcome in the story, right? So if you have a story, have a conflict. The conflict will engage the audience. They will want to know more about it. Find the story everywhere around you. Common life situations, something you saw on TV, something your son came and told you, something you find in your office, some small thing that happened, everywhere you will find. And that is where that little diary of yours, the way Don used to have his little red diary. Remember, our Toastmasters, choose the color of your choice. Have that red diary of Toastmaster Deepak Negi, or that green diary of Toastmaster Bala, which has those emotions, those small anecdotes, those small incidents that made a difference in your life. One incident a day, even if you write one incident a day, by the time you come for your table topic meeting, your Toastmasters meeting, you will, in the next week, you will already have 7 stories. At the end of the month, 7 fours are 28 stories. By the time the contest season comes, do the math, someone, how many stories, right? And now when you have those stories, you'll be able to relate it to any incident that the table topic master or the contest master throws, throws you. Any topic he gives you, I will begin with a catchy note. I will begin with something. And now, oh, I had this story. I went through this. Incorporate those emotions also. Have that learning that you did. And your 2 minutes of amazing table topics is done. What more can I share with you? Yes, I made a list of certain punchlines, and great punchlines. It's a good idea to keep certain punchlines with you handy. For instance, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to act in spite of it. Let's say suddenly you're told to come up on stage and speak, right? And you're wondering what to do, and you're so scared, and then you come and say, the way I have shown courage, my dear friends, probably XYZ, or I can be, in the end, you can say, I can be an inspiration to another person to show courage like that. So, something that about a successful team meeting. And you can begin by saying, or you can end by saying, my dear friends, success isn't about reaching the top. For me, it's about how you got to the top. And keep punchlines with you. Have a list of punchlines with you, right? So when you are here as a public speaker, you've taken on this journey as a public speaker. Yes, a lot of it will come through the meetings. You will have to add a little sugar to the tea. You'll have to have that, how many of you like those instant noodles or kappa noodles? Anybody had those kappa noodles? Rich has had kappa noodles. Bala has had kappa noodles. Anybody else? Akshat has had kappa noodles. Who else? Archita has had those kappa noodles, right? So in those kappa noodles, when you go and buy, what's the best part? What's the best part of a kappa noodle? What's the best part of a kappa noodle? Bala? Toastmaster Bala?
Just pour hot water and within 2 minutes it's ready.
Absolutely. Great. Great. You got onto it. Yes, Richa, you were about to say, what's the best part of a kappa noodle?
It's delicious.
Okay, great. Delicious. Wonderful. Great point. Anybody else? What's the best part? Seema has raised her hand. Hi, Seema. Yes.
It's instant.
What's the best?
Instant. I love it. It's an instant. And you can eat it.
You can eat it at any time. Great, Seema. Thank you. The best part about kappa noodles, everything is there, right? The matter, the carbohydrate, the vegetables, etc. Everything, the matter is there. All you need to do, like Toastmaster said, add hot water. So your Toastmasters diary and this Toastmasters journey has got to be like that kappa noodles. You will have to keep collecting incidents, collecting things, and create that box of kappa noodles. And when a contest season comes, take out your jar of hot water, pour in it, and your noodles ready, your recipes for your speeches is done. So keep collecting matter, keep collecting, keep doing the rough work, and then keep, creating that jar of, that box of kappa noodles, concentrated. You can add points to it, just add emotions to it, something, words by words, just keep collecting it. One thought on one page, okay? Keep a small diary, one thought, one incident, one page. Otherwise, the cluttered, if it becomes cluttered, then you will never open it again. So keep one incident, one thought, one thing on a page. So get some small diaries. That is all from my end, folks. I hope I was able to give you some pointers on how to move forward with table topics and how to approach table topics. If there's something in your mind that I can answer to, please let me know.
I have a question.
Yes, sir,
You
Master
have
Bala.
given all the great approach like prep, the PPF and CASA, all those things you have given. But sometimes we get those difficult topics. For example, I can tell you, and it was not a competition or something. I joined one club meeting, and it was a meeting about zombies, and those that table topic master gave me a topic, which is your favorite character in the movie Zombieland. I have not seen that movie. I did speak for 2 minutes. That is a different thing. But what's your suggestion, or what do you give us as a suggestion? How do we approach such topics where we do not know anything, but we still have to speak about it? I would request your guidance, please.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Balam. Incidentally, I've seen you take up difficult topics far more better than me. But I will share what I think and how I try and deal with them. I try to make the most of those 2 minutes. So I catch up, I try and see if I can catch on to a word that I understand in that topic. So I have not seen the movie Zombieland, but I have heard about what a zombie is. What is it they're actually wanting to speak? What is the underlying motive, in a topic? So if I do not get the exact words or the topic that I've been given, I try to look for what is the underlying objective probably of that. So here, whatever the zombie land must be all about, it's all bloodshed. It's all, I have not seen the movie. All I know is I don't like seeing that blood and those, I don't like seeing any pictures of zombies. But then what is it? It is about the dead coming alive, or it is about the atrocities. It could be about something that is, that's something that just takes off the entire energy within me. So I would pick up the word zombie, and then if I was there, I would have told them, is there a movie about zombies? And now, are you telling me that there is a movie on zombie land? I know I have to deal with my children speak about zombies and some characters, but to imagine that there could be a land of zombies. And then probably I would approach it with, what I think about zombies, or how a zombie land is not my kind of a place, and why it is not my kind of a place. I will have a reason to, what is it that I would prefer seeing in the living world, and probably also at times compare it, if I had the time and if I could think of it at that time, compare it to um, What if this turns into a zombie land when people are doing XYZ? The way people are doing XYZ, sometimes I wonder if this place or this situation was turning into a zombie land. So I would approach a difficult topic by picking up a word, playing around with that word if I could, but yes, have a reason around it. Or if I do not understand that topic, then probably see if I find I do not know anything about the topic, I will try and see what is the subtopic that is there. What is the underlying emotion of that topic? And then I will try and speak on that underlying emotion, then probably connect it back to that, or end it in some way with that one line of connecting it back to the topic, because they gave me a very specific topic.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Smita. I just have one request, if I can. I am just going to put a private chat message to you. If you could share your phone number, I would request you to also conduct one similar session for my club, if that's okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll be delighted to do that anytime. Great. Yes, Toastmaster Akshat.
I wanted to tie back the takeaways of this session to my existing assignment, which is about writing a speech with purpose. So you have your purpose could either be to inspire or to persuade or to just be informative. So in that sense, when you are taking up a table topic, do you necessarily do it to inspire people or to motivate, or you could also keep it informative?
Definitely. It can be either of the two. It can be either of it. But it's all, there's no one stopping you from just coming and enjoying your stage time. But if you have joined, or if you have joined a community to develop the art of public speaking, is Akshat still there in the room? I'll just put
Yes,
myself
yes.
on a gallery mode. Yes, Akshat, great. So if you have joined a community, then slowly and steadily try and see if I can give some message to the people who are listening to me. So it doesn't come immediately. Initially, what comes is overwhelm. Initially, we are only wondering if we can just stay put for those 2 minutes. I know I have done that. Just wondering, and sometimes looking at the screen, looking at the colors changing red and not stopping to talk, and continuously going on talking, because I'm so nervous inside. There are times when, I don't even last, or I have not lasted the green light also, that 1 minute mark also. Our initial stages, I've even gone through that. Slowly and steadily, it will come. Have that faith inside you that it will come. The idea is to give a message to somebody. The idea is these people have spent 2,000 rupees, the way Toastmaster Bala will be sending to me when I come and meet in his club. No, he's not sending 2,000. on a lighter note. But what I'm saying is that make sense. Slowly and steadily, see if you can make sense on stage and if you can give a message. Whether it's information you've given, whether you've motivated. Sometimes even if you've entertained and brought a smile on somebody's life, onto somebody's lips, even that itself is nice. But then while doing that smile, you would have already conveyed a message. So either way, yes. Any other question, please?
Toastmaster Smita, you can ignore my request. I don't have that 2,000 rupees. Sorry.
There goes my opportunity to speak in front of another club.
But I will definitely bring you to my club without the 2,000 rupees.
I am definitely, I will come. Okay, great. Toastmaster Seema.
I just joined in late, but I'm so happy that I could hear what was going on, and it was quite. I think I could just lost in listening to you. A beautiful way of telling And I loved it. I would say that whatever I could hear of, and I would like to hear it again, if possible, if I can get the recording or your number, whatsoever. I love table topics and I am an impromptu speaker, but sometimes, yes, we all fail. We don't know how to organize your thoughts and definitely to give punchlines, something important message. It becomes a task. Like how to organize your thoughts. You have so many things coming to your mind, and within 2 minutes, you have to say so much, or sometimes you don't have anything to say. So, how do you face suddenly you are sprung upon a topic, and that becomes a humongous task to organize and just speak on it effectively, right?
Yes.
So, where do you bring in the story, the punchlines, and all that within a like 30 seconds, or you just organize it and do it?
True, true, very true, very true. They say the best of impromptu speakers are the ones who have spent hours in preparation. So to make sense, you have to put in a little effort. So even if you have 10 stories with you, even if there are 10 things that you remember, there's a very dear Toastmaster here in our club a few years back. And he was amazing at table topics. And he would say that I note down an incident, and what I've done is I've made a repository. I am 57 years old, and in my entire journey of working at so many places, I have come across so many people. After joining Toastmasters, what I learned was to sit down and curate them. So he has spent time in making a note of people who have inspired me, people who I hate, people who I've been uncomfortable with. What about them was I uncomfortable about? What did it bring out in me? So spend some time in self-exploration and write down. It is a one-time exercise. It's just a one-time exercise. But in that one-time exercise, when you have written down a lot of things, now what he would do is, he said before any Toastmasters meeting, I open up my Donka diary, I open it up and I just go through it. And I've gone through it once before a meeting so many times now in the past 1 year that now you tell me, it's not like I memorize it. I just go through it. And then some page stays with me and I connect. And like this, so many pages started staying. And then so many pages which he had come across earlier would come up again. That story would be seen twice. Another story would be seen thrice. Another 4 times. In that manner, a lot of things started staying because we are all human beings. We forget. We forget the small things. And it is those small things in life that when we bring out to the world, we remind people to appreciate those small things. And that is what makes a difference in a table talk speech.
Thank you
Seema,
so
you're on
much.
mute.
Thank you so much. I mean, yes, this trick will really help me if I write down and, just turning the pages. You don't have to remember everything. But I got a beautiful tip from you and I'm going to work on it. Thank you.
Most welcome. Great. So we have an interesting round of table topics also prepared. And if there are no more questions now, I would like to hand over. And before I actually hand over, I want to have the stage open for your comments. Now, there are things that I may have missed out in this workshop. We are conducting this workshop because the contest season is coming and we want all our new members and all our existing members, as well as many other people who have joined this workshop, to get the most out of it. So If there is something more, if somebody out here would like to share a point, something that I have probably missed out, or even if I've missed out, you feel that I would like to add on to this point, I would request you to please come forward and do so.
Can I say something?
Yes, Seema, please.
Um, in my experience of impromptu topics, I normally start with a smile and being quite energetic. And sometimes I just look into the eyes of the audience and say, "Oh, do you know this?" Or asking them questions and getting into that. And by the time I ask questions, I have the time to organize my speech. So that works for me and it has helped me a lot. So I think be energetic, start with a smile, and engage with the audience. That is working for me. And then you can create your own speech.
Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Seema, for this. A smile conveys so much more and it gets people hooked onto you. They'll be looking at you and they will be there. And thank you so much for reminding, because a point that I missed out. The moment you are given a table topic, don't be in a hurry to speak. So how does it happen in a contest? Let's say there's somebody, the topic is a beautiful day, and how you will be given the topic is you'll be made to wait. And that wait is killing. So let's say Toastmaster Deepak Negi is facing the contest chair and he says, Toastmaster Deepak Negi, a beautiful day, Toastmaster Deepak Negi. So this is the way a topic is introduced. Your name, the topic, your name. What happens is your mind starts working the first time that you hear the topic. And then sometimes you're not very prepared. But the moment he says, a beautiful day, Toastmaster Deepak Negi, is it okay, Toastmaster Deepak Negi, if I am using your name? It's just
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Don't be in a hurry to just dart and take those 2 minutes. You always have the option to take a few seconds. 2 minutes time, don't take 30 seconds to think, but take 5 seconds. That 5-second pause is a make or break deal. Breathe. Oh, I have something to share. Now I remember. Breathe. Pause. Look at the audience. In a live audience, you can look at the audience. Smile. Don't take too much time, but then freeze and without any expressions, don't change your expressions, take those 5 seconds. Because the timer starts with your first verbal or non-verbal gesture. So in case you're not talking, but you're thinking, the timer has already started the clock. So you will miss out. So don't have any gestures. You can take 5 minutes. Take those five seconds. So sorry, 5 seconds, seconds, not minutes. 2 minutes is all you get. Pause and then begin your topic. So don't immediately begin the topic. Take a small pause. Okay. So yes, my points. Now I'm finding them. Okay. Now there are so many techniques that you've heard of, right? A past, present, future, seasons you can do. You can start with taking a topic, having a reason, giving something, having a story. So there are so many different techniques. Pick up one or two and then experiment with that. It's okay. The journey has just started. Neither is Toastmasters going anywhere, nor is the club, nor are you. Pick up a technique and then see how you can play around with that particular technique in mind. So beforehand, decide when a topic comes to me, I'm going to do this. Have 1 or 2 techniques in mind. And then try and practice around those techniques a few times, then move on to the third. And then gradually see what comes to me naturally. Okay. I think now it should be done. Let me see if I've missed out on any other thing. Anybody else, if you would like to share something, and I would like to request one person. The DTM Noor, would you like to add something to this, please? Waste or anything that comes to your mind that will help people in approaching table topics. Till the time DTM Noor comes on stage, on screen, let me share one thing with you, which I call as brave. Building confidence under pressure. What is brave? Every time you have to approach table topics, be brave. B for breathe. Calm your nerves before speaking. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And especially, it's okay not to be okay. So you're feeling jittery, it's okay. You're feeling uncomfortable, it's okay. The idea is to get comfortable in your discomfort. Second, R, relate. Connect your points to some personal experiences. That's the story that comes in. A, add humor. If you can make it light and engaging, do that. People are already troubled. If you can add smile to it while speaking, if you can add humor, great. V, for vocal variety, very important. Very important. Change your tone, the pace. Have pauses in between. Say something very quickly because you know you have to make an impact, and then stop. Pause. Pause. Let that effect sink in. E, end strong. Either begin strong, end strong. End strong, have a message, have a punchline, have a solid conclusion. So be brave. Don't worry. Take a screenshot or I'll be sharing everything. Just send me your phone number, email ID. I'll send everything. Not to worry. Okay. So our motto from now is going to be brave when you have to approach table topics. Okay. So if you're done with the questions, any other question? I think DTM Noor is in his workplace right now, so he's not able to answer. Toastmaster Afaq Khan is here. As Toastmaster Sankhya is here. We have guests. Michelle is also here. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you again.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you so much for welcoming me here.
Hi, how do you do? I hope you found some value in today's session. If you have any questions, please ask.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Actually, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, Michelle.
My question is that yes, ma'am, because I have difficulty when it comes to speaking in public, and I have that mannerism like saying words like so it's like I find it very difficult to overcome that. What is your advice to me, ma'am?
So go slow. Now, when it says public speaking, is it because you're trying to speak in English, whereas your native tongue is something else? Is that the reason why you're finding it difficult to speak? Is it because you are generally not conversing in English at home? At home, you're speaking in another language, but in a Toastmasters meeting, you're wanting to speak, and here you are speaking in the English language. Is that what's happening?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it's not my local language. So we used to speak another native language here. I am not really used to speak in English. That's why I really find it difficult to express what I would like to speak to my audience. That is why.
Great. So practice makes progress. That's it. Don't get disheartened. Today is the 6th of October, 2024. Michelle, when you do that, 2 months later, 6th of December 2024, you will find a marked difference in the way you are approaching speaking in the English language. Because we do not think in the language, what happens is every time we are trying to say something in our mind, we are talking in the native language, and our mind is busy translating that, and then it sends it to our mouth. So the thinking is going at another rate, the speaking is going at another rate. Fluency comes when we are speaking in the same language in which we are thinking. And the only way to develop that is through practice. So it's okay if it is not happening at the moment. Don't be in a hurry to speak. Take some time to speak. Go speak at a slower pace, the way I'm doing right now. I'm spreading my words as I'm talking to you. So speak slowly, speak with pauses in between, and then slowly and steadily with practice, the fluency will also come. Great. I hope that answers your question, Michelle. And I don't see any hands raised anymore. Afaq Khan is raised. Hello, Toastmaster Afaq. Good to see you here.
Hello.
Time.
Yeah. This is such a energizing, mentally energizing session, Toastmaster Smita. I have a question which generally I suffer in a table topic. As I begin the topic, I begin it very well, but I really do not know in these 2 minutes where do I begin the body and conclusions. Generally, I mix up the conclusion and the body. And at the end, I realize that I have not given a proper message or a call of action into that. And many times, whenever I have one table topic session at my club or at any other club, I'm not aware of, in a sense, I'm not saying that I'm ignorant, but I'm not aware that I have spoken so well about it. I'm not aware that I have spoken well, but I have won it. And whenever I make an intentional point to speak and try to be good at it, then I never make it. I really don't understand this dilemma, what's happening over here. In table topics, this is generally in table topics.
You're not giving credit to yourself for being able to speak well. And when you do speak well, you're telling your mind, it just happened. So your mind is saying, when I do it, I'm not appreciated. And now when you put me to work, I'm going to say, I'm not going to help you do it. So it generally happens.
Okay.
So please give credit to yourself for the wonderful speaker that you are. We tend to lose focus when we become conscious.
Okay.
Idea of the spending those 2 minutes of impromptu speaking is to let go of inhibitions. And when you let go of inhibitions, you will find the free flow of thoughts. But when I'm conscious, it's like I'm running a hurdle race. So my mind has to jump. Then I'm telling it, what next? What next? It has another hurdle to jump. And when I keep putting hurdles with that thought process in those two minutes, it finds it difficult. So I would request you also to make that thought journal the way we spoke about. Please give credit to yourself. Please to tell yourself again and again, I'm such an amazing, awesome speaker. When I go on stage, I floor the audience and they are just so of me. How do I do it so well? I have no idea how I do it so well. So please give yourself all the credit like that.
I will. Yeah.
And it will
Thank
start
you.
coming. Most welcome. Do I do a lot of drama? Sometimes I do a lot of drama.
That's nice. That's a versatility, I suppose.
There was a time in my life when I wanted to go on stage, and my mother said, no, nothing doing. So now I bring it on. Okay, anybody else? All right, should I hand over the stage to our table topic master? Archita saying yes, high time. Okay, great. So back to you, Toastmaster Archita. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smita ma'am. All the thanking part I'll keep at the last. So before further ado, I'd like to call our table topic master on this stage. So today we have an amazing Toastmaster, and he's someone I've seen him grow very fast. In the month of I think February or March, I literally noticed the way he speaks when he came as a Toastmaster, and after he practiced some speeches and all. So I'd like to request our table topic master Toastmaster Suraj to please come on a stage and proceed with the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashita, and fellow Toastmasters and guests. Now it's time to be brave. As per the last page of the PPT of today's PPT, obviously. So I would obviously request someone from guests to raise your hand till the time I will be telling you what are the timing which you will be taking to speak on any topic. So timing is 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes you will have buffer time of 30 seconds. At 1 minute you will have green card. Once you complete 1 minute and 30 seconds, you will be shown yellow card, and on the completion of 2 minutes, you'll have red card as Toastmaster Archita is showing us. So as I can see, 2 hand raised already. So Toastmaster Ilios, traffic jam, Toastmaster Ilios.
Green is my favorite color, and it always reflects on those lights of traffic lights. Green is also my favorite color because if I speak until it is green, I am qualified. Yellow is my least favorite color because in the traffic light, I need to stop very soon. Also, yellow is not my favorite color, least favorite color, because in table topic, I need to concise and try to summary my table topic and give it a message, or even my speeches, not only in table topics. I need to figure out how to include the story on my speeches. And yes, the most hated color that when I came into the road is the red color itself. Red in Indonesia, we call it courage, the symbol of courage. That's why in our flag, it is red and white. Red for courage and white is for holy. So it always reminds me to stop. Also in table topics or in every single Toastmasters meeting, there is a timer showing the signal of red card. This time I need to exactly stop. If not, I don't or I can't be the world champion of public speaking because I'm overtime or even in the on contest. So yes, traffic light and Toastmasters almost similar. You need to stop to be warned by our evaluator and to go to our journey or to our destination. Back to you, Ditya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Elias. And you know, you were literally very, very brave throughout your speech. Now, I would like to take on our next guest. I can see the hand raised is Seema Badaya. Ma'am, may I know you are a guest or a table Toastmaster?
I'm a Toastmaster.
Okay, ma'am. So
I'm a
Toastmaster,
Toastmaster. Yeah.
yeah. Toastmaster Seema, Village Life, Toastmaster Seema.
Can you just repeat the topic?
Yes, ma'am. Toastmaster Seema, Village Life, Toastmaster Seema.
Village life. Do you think village life is better than our urban life? Are you intrigued by the village life? Let me know by the raise of your hands. How many are, how many of you are interested in knowing about the village life? Well, yes, thank you. Thank you for raising your hands. I know when I was young and I used to read in books because I was born and brought up in Mumbai. And we had to go that to a place called Tikuchiki Wadi, where the whole place was created like a village. And as a child, I was quite intrigued. Oh, how could people live in a hut? And they were making those rotis, the bread in chulhas and electricity. My goodness. I came to know that they complete their work by 6 because there is no electricity. Well, for me, that was really interesting. Sitting on that cart, that wooden bed made of ropes. And as a child, I just loved it. Irony, I got married from Mumbai to Jaipur, and my in-laws were from a nearby village from Jaipur. And I got the opportunity of staying there. My goodness, you have to go out in the morning. No, not possible. And I was fear. I got that fear. I said, no village life. I want my urban life. And that incident realized how much we can do to improve the life of the villagers. And there is so much we can do. Yes, I got that feeling. And I said, yes, I'm going to do more and improve the life of the villagers, education, amenities, and so much. Well, I caught up and staying in the two-tier city, enjoying the urban and the village life. I'm happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Being from a metro city, you just loved the village life. Obviously, that's very, very good things. And I think, is it possible in today's life or not? At today, like nowadays, I think it's possible because even village life has got lots of things which we can have in city. Now, without any further ado, I would like to have on this stage guest Preeti. Guest Preeti, may I know you are a Toastmaster or guest?
Yeah, I'm a Toastmaster, but am I audible because I'm in the train?
Yes. Of course, you're audible. So, okay, are you ready? Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Toastmaster Preeti, junk junk food, Toastmaster Preeti.
Burgers, pizzas, ice creams, chocolates, jalebis, rasgullas. Who put them into this category of junk food? Is it the dietitians? Is it the nutritionists? Or is it some Toastmaster? If it is some Toastmaster, I'm going to catch hold of him and punish him. Have you ever had that beautiful slice of pizza? The triangle piece? Yummy, isn't it? Have you had that tasty sweet rasgulla? All my taste buds are satisfied, isn't it? Dear Toastmasters, let's come to this other part. Yes, they are extremely tasty, But do you know what harm they do? I just came across a little video which shows me the amount of cholesterol that these things increase. If it's a Toastmasters who's put this into the junk category, I promise you, I will promote him. Dear Toastmasters, I think what is very important in all our lives is not to remove the junk food completely, but to have a balance between good food and junk. Monday to Saturday, a beautiful exercise, jawar ki roti and vegetables. Sunday can be a cheat meal with your junk food. Doesn't that balance sound interesting? Dear Toastmasters, junk food is called junk because we made it junk, because we ate it, hogged it more than needed. So let's remove this junk topic, junk food, from the category of junk and as Toastmasters evaluate it and bring it into the category of good things, but just keeping it balanced. How many of you are in with me to come down the next Sunday and have a tasty pizza? But not the entire pizza. It's just one. Most importantly, we are all talking about junk food, Toastmasters. But what about junk people in our life? What is important is not to give a cheat day to these junk people and take them off our lives completely. Table topic master.
Thank you so much. By the way, you mentioned one of my favorite junk food, jalebi. Thank you so much for that.
Table topic
And
master, would like to have
now,
one word.
I'd like to have someone on the stage who,
Yes, table topic master.
last time when I was a table topic master, I invited her on the stage as a guest. Now, today, I will be inviting her as a Toastmaster. The Toastmaster Richa. Toastmaster Richa. Taj
Yes.
Mahal. Taj Mahal, Toastmaster Richa.
Thank you. Basically, I'm from Agra. So when I think about Taj Mahal, it's like my hometown. I miss that so much. And Taj Mahal is like, you can say, everyone says it's a sign of love. But for me, it's a very nice to watch and go there, and it's very good. I don't know, people why every time saying it's only for love. It's not only for love, it's a heritage of UP Agra. So I whole Agra is nice, but especially Taj Mahal is very nice. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. At least I think, have you visited Taj Mahal? I just want to know.
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
Many
The thing that
times,
what
many
happens, the
times.
people who are from Agra, I have so few friends, but whenever I ask them, they say I have not visited Taj Mahal, even if I am from
No, no,
Agra.
no.
It happens.
Yes, I
Now, taking our next guest, Toastmaster Bala on the stage. Toastmaster Bala, Gully Cricket. Gully Cricket, Toastmaster Bala.
Just give me that stump. Just give me that stump. Give me that stump. Why? Because we won the match. It was that gully cricket where we played against our opponents and they were just disgusted because we won it. Ladies and gentlemen, gully cricket can happen in different ways in India. I've not gone to US. I've not gone to Canada. I've not gone to maybe say Japan, but I've gone to other places of the world. Gully cricket can happen in a different way in India. Sometimes it ends up with that fight that, okay, you have not done this because that empire did not give the right decision. You won because you just had that wickets which you bought, and maybe that wickets were not fair enough in your life. Turn back and look at those things. Is it about just complaining? Is it about that that wicket was not normal? Is it about that batsman was not clear? Is it about you were not in your senses? I would say, at least with me, when I was in the gully cricket, I have lost because I was not in my senses. I used to think something, I was to do something which I felt was wrong. How many times in your life you want to blame others? It's not about gully cricket, it's about you. Look at you and take a decision. What do you think? Tabletop master.
Toastmaster, did you get that stump?
My
You
friend, actually, my friend Manish was there. He really got it. He and I
Wow.
had to protect him. That's a different thing, but he really got it. Manish
Thank you.
Kothari, that is was his name. He really got it.
I was literally reminding, recalling my gully cricket days that time. So, amazing speech. Now, I would request next table topic speaker who would like to take on the stage. Toastmaster Manvi, Toastmaster Hani Agarwal. Okay, Toastmaster Manvi. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Manvi, yoga benefits. Yoga benefits, Toastmaster Manvi.
Something that we all hear. We should wake up early. We should do yoga. We should go for a walk. We should do exercises. And we should avoid eating junk. But question, how many of you actually do it? Please give a raise up. The answer is no. We see multiple reels, we share multiple reels, we read a lot of benefits, but what we never do is exercise, yoga, walk, because it needs hard work, because we have to push ourselves to do these things. And something we need to push ourselves in is for sure a thing that we'll never do. How many of you actually push yourself for scrolling reels on Instagram? No hand raised. And when I asked this same question before, how many of you actually push yourself for doing yoga? There were a number of hands that were raised. Whenever we enjoy doing something, that is something that we effortlessly do. And why not try enjoying in the same yoga, exercise, walk, or maybe any form of thing that you want? There are multiple people who join gym on 1st of January and leave it on 3rd. There are multiple people who go for a walk every single evening with their friends and continue doing it for years. There is a huge difference. When you have someone supporting you, standing with you, walking the way you actually want to walk, you get the energy and you keep going on because that is something that interests us. So, my dear friends, Toastmasters, guests, and all the audience present here, try finding one solution so that you enjoy doing it instead of just avoiding it and just scrolling the reels. Table topic master, how many times do you uh, have you stepped into this specific field? Maybe yoga, walk, exercise, anything.
Yes, I do it not frequently, but I do everything in mixed up way. For example, like exercise, walking, running, and yoga. I think any one of these things is gonna happen with me in my life, but not when I'm on leave. So thank you so much. Now, next, I would like to invite who'd like to go on for the next topic. Okay, Toastmaster Hani Agarwal. Toastmaster Hani Agarwal, a cup of tea. A cup of tea, Toastmaster Hani Agarwal.
Cup of tea. I remember a time when I have joined the organization that I'm still working on. So it's almost now 13 years that I'm working with a company called Bosch. And during my initial days, I was into this program, which is called a JMP. It's called a Junior Management Program. In every 6 months, you are working in a different department. You are working in a different role or a different location. So when in my third role, I was in Germany for 6 months. And from Germany, I came back to the present department that I was working in. It's called Power Tools. And there's a culture of DIY, do it yourself in Germany. But in India, it's not a culture. People, there are handymans which do our job, right? But in Europe and Western countries, it's so expensive to call a handyman and get your things repaired. So we wanted to bring this culture of DIY in India, and that was the pet project of my manager. And he told that you have to do it. One fine day, I was holidaying. I was on leave and holidaying in my village, in my hometown, and he just called and you have to take it. I said, okay, I'm getting an opportunity. And I said, yes. But when I returned back, and a lot of my peers, my colleagues, they teased me and they said, you are got into a soup. You are something, it is not your cup of tea. I said, why not? No, this is something that is destined to fail. And I'll just cut short the long story. It was an inauguration of the DIY store, which I took it as a project manager. I got it done, and the icing on the cake was the whole store was inaugurated by Prachi Desai, the Bollywood actress, and it went on so smooth. I got a big beer hug from my manager, and he said, "Okay, honey, now I would like you to consider this as your final place and you can be permanent there." So with something which other told was not my cup of tea, I made it my own cup of tea. So never let anyone say that that's not your cup of tea. Thank you so much, table topic master Suresh.
Beautifully delivered. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite someone who has been newly inducted in Toastmaster Club of Lucknow as a Toastmaster. Toastmaster Deepak Negi. Toastmaster Deepak Negi, Diwali celebration. Diwali celebration, Toastmaster Deepak Negi.
When I think about Diwali celebration, Diwali is almost a national festival as far as concerned. But when I think about Diwali celebration, I remember my childhood, it's a very excited time when we feel that lot of patakas, lots of sweets we will eat on that particular day, and we will give a free hand ki jao bhai, and you can roam with other childrens in the gully mohallas and make a firecrackers, eat sweets from different houses. That remembrance is still there with me, where I can feel the taste and the memories, the sweet memories of the childhood. Now, the Diwali celebration come as a going to a parental house, because I'm living in another city and my parental house is in another city. So whenever a Diwali celebration comes up, it's a so we just going on a 2 times, might be on Holi or on Diwali. So it's a Diwali time now after some few days. So we have to take holidays, and a lot of collections of sweets, lot of packing, lot of excitement comes to me and my family also. They are because they have to meet their grandfathers, grandmother, and siblings also. So the all they reach out from different. We are four brothers actually. We who going to join a Diwali celebration every year on a parental house in Lucknow. So it's a really excited moment for all of us. So that's how we can meet, join, and celebrate this Diwali as a family celebration. You can say a family celebration, and it give a means joining of a family, a collaboration, a very great moment for us, all of us. So this is all about my Diwali celebration and Diwali topic. Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. And still, we are 20 to 25 days away from Diwali celebration, but you have just refreshed our memories. What are the things we are going to do on Diwali? So thank you so much, and I thank each and every participant who participated in the table topic session. And now, with this, keeping time under consideration, I would like to hand the stage over to Toastmaster Archita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. First of all, I'd like everyone to please give a huge round of applause for our table topic master as well as all the speakers who participated in the table topics. And with that, I would like to call our today's uh, like workshop facilitator, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar, back on stage just for a small feedback on the whole table topic session. What do you feel about this session? Anything?
Thank you so much, Akshita. Thank you everyone for participating in the table topic section. Yes, we heard a lot of stories. We saw a lot of enthusiasm in the speakers, and a lot of you had personal stories to share. That was very endearing, and that is what people look forward to. Structuring, beginning, especially with one question and one question only, to involve people is a good idea. And then moving on to what you want to say about that topic. A few points that I noticed, and which I would just like to reiterate it. Number one, that every conversation or any topic that you take up, whether it's a prepared speech or it's a table topic speech, especially a table topic speech, consider everything as a conversation and not a monologue. So converse with the audience. And when you converse with the audience, you will build connection. Preparing and being prepared for a table topic, that's a myth. No one, and I say no one, can ever be prepared and fully prepared to attempt a table topic because we do not know what's going to come. But as the district champion Ian Khanlife also says, you can be asked anything, but anything is a whole lot manageable than you think. And I like to repeat that again, that anything is truly a whole lot manageable than you think once you tell yourself, I have it. I'm going out there to build connection. I'm going out there to speak to people. Just have that in mind. And those 2 minutes, you will sail through. If you do not understand the question, then see what's the underlying question. If that exact question you have no idea about, that's okay. Just see, what does that thing do in the world? What can I play around with that aspect of it? And before attempting any table topic, be brave. Breathe. Take a 5-second pause. You may, And if I tell you that in that 5 seconds you have to think about 100 things of what all you can speak, believe me, it's very difficult to do that. Nothing comes. Those 5 seconds, did I again say 5 minutes? No, I didn't. Thank God I did not. In those 5 seconds, your mind often goes blank. That's also okay. Because in those 5 seconds, you've just cooled yourself down. You have made yourself be present in that moment to feel and understand that there's a topic that has come up. And now I'm going to speak on it the way I would speak to my family, the way I would speak to somebody known to me, the way I speak to somebody who I know I trust fully. Just go and attempt. Just speak. Just speak. Converse. More like it. Not just speak. And be authentic and be sincere. That is all that is required to be a great table topic speaker. I wish everyone the best of luck. Back to you, Toastmaster Archita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smita. And coming back to the closing here, I would like to thank every one of you present here for being a part of today's meeting. And again, what a wonderful and insightful session we have had. I hope each one of you have gained something knowledgeable from our educational session today. And a huge, huge thanks to Toastmaster Smita for sharing your insights, your wisdom, and everything with us. So here is a small token of appreciation from us, Toastmaster Club of Lucknow family for you. And let me just stop sharing. Yeah.
Thank you, Archita. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your tips and strategies. And I think it will surely help all of us today. Also, I'd like to congratulate everyone who participated in the table topics today, because today itself we get lots of learning on it, and you participated and applied it. That's amazing. And whether you spoke or observed, you have taken a step forward for the growth, and that's what Toastmasters is all about. And lastly, again, a big, huge round of applause to our table topic master for taking this role at the very last moment. I just asked him 2 minutes ago that Suraj, you have to take this topic, and he took, and he conducted it in a very good way. So thank you so much. And as we look forward, we have a context in the coming weeks. And I encourage all of you, all the TMCL family, and all the members present here from other clubs, that do participate and refine your skills. And most importantly, believe in yourself that you can do. And as Smita ma'am said, breathe. And that's everything which can it can calm you down instantly. And it happens to me too. And before I close this meeting, I once again like to welcome our newest members, Toastmaster Deepak Negi and Richa Chauhan, to our Toastmasters family. And we are excited to have you, both of you, to with us, and look forward to seeing you grow. And also, any feedback from anyone present here? I like to talk to DTM Noor. He is with us, and we have guest Seema Badaya, Bala, and everyone here. Please stay and just give a small feedback. So, DTM Noor, are you here?
Yes, madam. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Kindly please give a feedback for this whole session.
Yeah. This is my heartfelt feedback for everyone who participated today, especially workshops like this are tremendously useful for the newcomers as well as for seasoned Toastmasters as well, so that they can gather these essential skills which are needed for them to benefit not only just in Toastmasters but your uh, the the real life which you are going out and doing your stuff at work, at your home, things like that. It will be immensely beneficial. So I am so happy that Toastmaster Smita has conducted today this workshop, and I felt personally I took away some of the session information which Toastmaster Smita has presented. So I wish everyone all the best, and kudos to the team who put together this wonderful presentation today. Thank you. Back to you, Madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noor, DTM Noor, for this feedback. Now I'd like to call Seema Badaya. Ma'am, any feedback for today's meeting? You are on mute.
I enjoyed the session today thoroughly. I enjoyed the table topic session also, and also the workshop. I got so many insights, I would say that. Like writing down stories every day. And if you don't have to remember, just go through the pages and then you'll remember. So that was a very beautiful tip, which I mean, practical tip, which we could really incorporate. And all of a sudden, I came here and it was a wonderful, interesting, insightful meeting, I would say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming today all of a sudden and keep coming sometimes. And do come in our next meet also. It is something again, we have a kind of workshop in our next meeting as well. So please
Thank
come.
you.
And
Thank you.
Toastmaster Bala, any feedback for today's meeting? Um, hello, Toastmaster Bala, are you here? Yes, Toastmaster Suraj.
Yes, I'm here, but yeah, I think Suraj wants to go ahead.
No, you can continue, then I'll talk to him.
It's always very enthralling to be part of your club's meetings. I really sometimes get mesmerized in terms of attending these meetings. Today's meeting, I was really happy the way, like I said, I like to always participate in table topics, and this was something where I really learned a lot. And thanks for this session. I have already noted down the number of Toastmasters Smita. Most probably, I will definitely get her into my club for my club session, even though I do not have that 2000 rupees. But I'll ensure that she comes to my club and gives that session for us. Yes, I love to always join your club meetings. It's a great pleasure always. And I feel it's a learning experience as usual. I feel that. Thank you for having me here. And do not complain that I just come in for the table topics and go away. Today I was there full time, if I'm not wrong. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Archita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala, for being with us in the whole workshop today. And with that, I'd like to call guest Afaq Khan. Any feedback for our today's meeting?
Yes, presiding officer. This is so, I mean, there are a lot of things, a lot of takeaway from this session which Toastmaster Smita carried out. The best which I feel from my personal experiences as well is reading and coming back to that. Then going with a positive outlook and all that. What specifically what I like from Smita's workshop, either this or anything else, is the flow of her knowledge is very gradual and continuous, which one can perceive, one can take it very soon. Now I will be able to apply this immediately. What she personally suggested to me now to feel good about what I speak. I never thought about this. Although I'm a vivid reader, yet I did not come across this. Now I take it personally, and tomorrow let me see in my club that I'm an amazing speaker, a positive outlook, and then let me see how it works out for me. I'm sure it works out very well. So this is the biggest takeaway that I have been taking from this now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Afaq, for the feedback. Even I feel the same way. I feel sometimes, oh my God, what I've done, what I've spoken, the whole table topics speech. And sometimes I don't even remember what I just spoke 2 minutes ago because
True,
I
true.
just blabbered something and somehow. So I think whole day what I've done today in the meeting, what I've done. So this is something we have to feel good about. That we are here to learn, and whatever we speak, so it's not about anything. Not gonna judge. So thank you so much, Smita ma'am, again for this session. we have Michelle Cordova. Michelle, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Any feedback for today's session?
I would say that I'm so lucky enough to participate or to attend this workshop, and I am learning a lot from attending this session, and I'm hoping that I will continue to attend. And I appreciate Ma'am Smita for giving us an advice on how to become a good speaker. And I didn't forget what you have just giving me an advice. It really helps me. So I will value all what you've given us today. So I would say that it's really precious. This time is a precious time for me because it's really valuable and relevant, and it can really help us to improve our self confidence and how to face challenges in our daily lives, most especially in our careers, in our business and personal relationship with other people. So that's why I really value the time that I'm being in this group. Thank you so much for having me again in this group meeting,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, Michelle. Thank you so much, and keep coming, keep joining us in the future meetings as well. And I totally agree with you. Now, I have two raised hands. Toastmaster Wala, yes.
Now let Toastmaster Akshat go ahead. I'll speak after that.
Okay, so Toastmaster Akshat, yes. And
Yes. So I would like to thank Toastmaster Smita for giving us such insightful hints into how to improve table topic expertise. And I also see this as an extension of what Smitaji has been talking about in previous sessions on the seven spiritual laws of success, I believe, by Deepak Chopra. So one of the laws is the laws of giving. So here we have this wonderful session and an insightful session on how to improve on table topics. Yeah, so thanks a lot for this session.
thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshat, for a cute introduction. Now again, Toastmaster Bala.
I just forgot to say that how can we have such a wonderful presiding officer who has a great smile, a great calm, composed demeanor. And I'll tell you one more thing. Yesterday, I was attending one session, and the word of the day was equanimous. Equanimous. Okay. I went into the table topics as usual, and I tried to use this word. I said equa, equa. The knee must did not come with me. Sometimes it happens, but I would say, how can you be so equanimous? Wonderful. Presiding officer, Toastmaster Archita. Keep it up. Thank you. And back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a small gesture. This means a lot. Thank you. Uh, with this, I think I've covered. No, we have one more guest, Elios. He's our he comes in our most of the meetings. So Elios, any feedback for today's meeting?
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, thank you, Smita, ma'am. That's great double topic techniques that you have shared for us. And yes, sometimes people are asking me, Ilias, why you are so good in double topic? I said, practice. I keep on practicing daily. And I think more than one meeting daily just to make sure that I'm at least don't forget the structure because repetition is the mother of all skills. That's one of the quote that I really believe on. Every time you repeating the cycle, how you answer the question, and the message that you want to deliver, you can see on people reaction. That's why when I'm practicing my double topic, I will go to the gallery mode. I will use my own timer so I can manage my time. Sometimes, indeed, it is we are going overtime because we have so much to say, and maybe we haven't reached to the conclusion. That's also the reason why we should use the structure that have been provided by Smita ma'am, because if you don't have the structure, you will go overtime most of the time and or under time because you didn't take the 5 second. Well, I don't say 5 minutes, 5 seconds to prepare your thoughts, because you need to have that kind of attitude before you come into the stage. So let me say that the topic is not just impromptu session or impromptu speeches, but it is also like a prepared one. That's why there is a contest about that. People said, "Oh, you don't need to practice. Just come to the contest. Just do the impromptu session, the impromptu contest, table topic, and evaluation because you don't need to have level two." But in Toastmasters, ideally, we need to reach that kind of level two completion because we should have the fundamentals, the basics. And when people ask me, do you have any tips? Back to basics every single time. Back when you are learn level topic from the first time from your mentor. Well, if you are watching my first level topic, it is terrible. People are not laughing at all. People are not loving it at all. People are ignoring me, playing with their phone. And now I think I can grab those kind of people attention in seconds. That's one of the most important thing. Back to you, Artita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Elios, for sharing your experience and how we can improve more. And yeah, this happened to me too. In the starting days of my table topics, the very first time when I attempted a table topic, I got a it was a dialogue from a movie, and I took the table, like I took the topic. The table topic master asked me to take those 5 seconds, but I didn't. I said no, I'll go ahead. And as soon as I start speaking, I just went blank. I spoke for I think it was just 40 seconds, and I just switched off my camera. I ran away. I thought what people will think, and that was my first table topic attempt. And slowly I improved. I feel I improved, and now I can talk to 1.5 seconds. I try to talk to 1 minute and a half seconds. I've never spoke on any table topic for more than 2 minutes. What I know till now about myself. So yes, practice makes it perfect, and practice is something which can improve ourselves in long term. So with that, I think I've covered all the table topic. I all the table topic workshop thing, and all the guests here. I took all the feedback. With that, I wish all of you a wonderful week ahead, and let's meet next week for our another educational session on how to do evaluations. So do join us next week too for another amazing educational session with one of our finest Toastmasters. And thank you everyone for joining us today, and have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you.